Managing time off, it can feel like a constant battle, right? But what if you could just ditch those messy spreadsheets and the endless email chains for a system that's smooth and automated? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down how Workfolio can completely change the game for your company's leave management.
So does this look familiar? I mean, really familiar? Leave requests are flooding your email, you're getting pings on Slack, and then there's that one master spreadsheet that, well, let's just say it's seen better days, huh? This is such a common headache for so many businesses, but it absolutely does not have to be your reality.
And look, these manual methods, they're not just annoying, they create some real problems. We're talking about simple miscalculations that throw off leave balances completely, or requests that just get buried in a crowded inbox. And of course, inconsistent rules being applied by mistake. All of it just adds up to hours and hours of wasted admin time. It's a huge drag on efficiency.
But here's the good news. There is a much smoother way forward. It's time to go from that manual chaos to the kind of clarity that really only automation can bring.
All right, so where do we start? Well, it all begins with the foundation, your policies. A great leave management system has to adapt to your rules, not the other way around. And that's exactly what Workfolio lets you do. Build and assign leave policies that are tailored to how your company actually works.
And you might be surprised at just how simple the setup is. Seriously, you're just 4 quick steps away from a fully functional policy. First, you enable the feature. Then you create and name your policy, sick leave, vacation, whatever you need. Then you configure the rules for it. And finally, you assign it to the right people. And that's it. We're talking minutes here, not hours.
And when I say configure the rules, I mean you get total control. Is this a paid or an unpaid type of leave? Does the balance build up every month, or is it an annual thing? Can your employees carry over unused days? You decide all of it, right down to the starting balance for every single employee. The system truly adapts to you.
And this flexibility, this is where a system like this really starts to shine. You can easily create different leave packages for different roles. So maybe your interns get one policy, your full-time staff get another one with more sick days, and your senior staff get an even better package. You can build out all of these different versions and assign them with just a couple of clicks.
Okay, now here's one of those little details that actually makes a huge difference: the global reset cycle. You just tell the system when everyone's leave balance should reset for the new year. So whether your company follows the calendar year or a specific financial year, you set it once, forget about it, and it just automatically applies to everyone. That's how you get perfect consistency.
Okay, so we've got the admin side all set up, but what about for your team? Let's look at the other side of the coin, the employee experience. Because at the end of the day, a system is only great if it's easy for everyone to use. This part is all about making it totally seamless for people to request time off.
For your team members, this whole process turns into like a 3-click deal. They just log in, choose the type of leave they need from a simple drop-down, pick their dates on a calendar, and hit submit. That is it. No more hunting down the employee handbook or trying to remember who they're supposed to email.
This system is also smart. It automatically handles different leave durations. So whether someone needs a full day off or maybe just a half day for an appointment, they just select that option. Workfolio does all the math in the background and deducts the right amount from their balance once it's approved. No one has to pull out a calculator. All right, so the employee hits submit. Let's jump back over to the admin side of things. This is where you get effortless management, where you can approve requests and see everything that's going on, all from one central dashboard. The second an employee submits a request, a notification lands right in the designated admin's inbox. This means you don't have to constantly be checking a dashboard or worrying that you missed something. Basically, the system comes to you when it needs your attention. So right from that dashboard, it's just 2 simple choices for every request: approve or reject. If you approve it, the employee gets notified and their leave balance is updated automatically. If you reject it, they're notified and their balance stays exactly the same. It's a perfect loop. Everyone is kept in the know instantly.
But, life happens. What about those weird, one-off situations? What if you just need to make a manual change? Well, the system is built for that too. It gives you all the tools you need to keep perfect records with easy manual adjustments.
The great thing is, you are never, ever locked in. As an admin, you have the power to go into any employee's profile and manually tweak their leave balance. This is just perfect for fixing a small mistake, handling a special case, or maybe adding leave for a new hire who's starting mid-cycle. It's how you guarantee that your records are always 100% spot on.
So, when you put all of this together, what does it actually mean for your organization? It means you get to work smoother, not harder. Let's just quickly recap the core benefits you can expect.
So why does this all work so well? Let's just run through it real quick. You get flexible policies that are designed by you, approvals become incredibly simple and centralized, balance tracking is completely automated, which means no more human error. Your employees get full transparency, and you can confidently delegate this whole process to an HR manager. It really is a complete solution.
And that really brings us to the final and maybe the most important point. By automating all of these tedious, error-prone tasks, you're not just getting a better system, you are getting your time back. So the real question is, what are you and your team going to do with all that extra time?